What's going on, everyone? It's Black Friday once again in GTA Online, and in today's video we're going to be going over all the discounts and which ones you guys should buy and which ones to avoid. These Black Friday discounts start today and end on November 28th, which is on Monday. So before we even get into that, if you guys aren't already, make sure to be subscribed and put on post notifications, so don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. Alright, let's start off with the Galaxy Super Yacht. So I would say that this is probably a time where a lot of people are going to decide to buy it because it is 50% off. You know, the usual price is about $10 million, but with this discount, you're going to be spending around $5 million or even $4 million, depending on which yacht version you guys decide to buy. So I would say, honestly, this is probably the best time to get it. Rockstar only has discounts on these yachts like 2 times a year, which is now, of course, and then also like sometimes during July 4th. But other than that, they usually don't have this very often. And I would say, really, if you have all the businesses, or at least most of them, and you just kind of have, you know, some money you kind of want to spend, and this is something that you guys should buy. Or if you want to, you could just grind some Cayo Casino a little bit to purchase this. The yacht doesn't really bring any money toward you. You can only really do the yacht missions that came out a few years ago, and then really just like, you know, have fun, you know, just being on a yacht, you know, being in a hot tub, all that. So it's really nothing special. It's not, you know, a money making strategy with the yacht. It's just kind of something to just have fun, relax, and show off. So if you're into that, definitely go ahead. And if you want to get the modifications as well, it is also 50% off. So I would say check this out if you're interested. But if you're kind of a new player, you don't really have much in the game, then I would say use that money to invest into other businesses, especially the ones that are on discount this week, which is the auto shops and also the bunkers. All right. Next up, we got the Aquanaut, which is probably one of the biggest planes, if not the biggest plane in GTA Online. It's really optional. If you're interested in, you know, flying this thing, then have fun with it. But realistically, it's not going to be the best. You know, you're kind of a big target in the air. Plus, it is kind of difficult when it comes to landing and stuff like that. So it's really up to you if you want to buy it. But I would say check it out if you're interested. And then we got the Toreador, which I would say is a vehicle that a lot of people should have, especially now since it's on discount. The reason is because this car is basically a better version, or like a 2.0 version of the Stromberg. So this car can go underwater and of course on land, but it also has 4 seats now. And also I think the missiles are a bit more stronger as well, possibly, and it's overall just a better looking vehicle, at least in my opinion. And it also can be very helpful during the kayak vehicle preps, since this can be stored in a Kosaka. And then for also one of the most important things for this vehicle is that it can actually take a lot of missiles, so it has a lot of defense capabilities, and the weapons on it itself are pretty good as well. So this is the vehicle that I definitely would say purchase if you haven't already. And then next up, we got the Scramjet. The Scramjet is a really fun vehicle. It's kind of similar to the Toreador. You know, obviously the defense probably isn't the best, but it's just overall a fun vehicle to just mess around in GTA Online. So if you're up to that, I would definitely get it, and I'm probably going to end up purchasing it because it's at a pretty good price. So if you're looking to just chill around, you know, free mode and all that, I would say definitely buy it. And then we got the MK2. Obviously, everybody knows this is very controversial. You know, a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. Me personally, I would say if you're up to grinding, you know, when it comes to Cayo Perico or just really any other business, this is going to be a lifesaver and it's going to help you a lot. So if you're looking to do that, then I would definitely say buy the MK2. And then next up, we got the Deluxo, which is another fun vehicle, very similar to the Scramjet. I would say though that this is kind of another grinding vehicle, kind of similar to the MK2, but now you can just have another passenger. It kind of goes around the same speed. I think the MK2 is slightly faster, but this is really another grinding and fun vehicle. And obviously it's a bit of a, you know, Back to the Future reference as well, which is pretty nice. So I would say for grinding and you usually do with, like, you know, somebody else, then I would probably say that this is the vehicle to get. But if not, then it's really up to you if you want to get it or not. Then we got the Chernobog. I would say don't even waste your money on this. It's not a bad vehicle, but the problem is that when it comes to shooting the missiles, you have to be stationary, which could push you to a bit of a disadvantage. It can take a lot of damage, but it's just not really, like, you know, the best vehicle when it comes to combat. So I would just say, you know, save it for, you know, the Doomsday preps, but really don't even waste your time buying it. And then after that, we got the Oppressor MK1. This is really up to you if you want to buy it. The MK2 is slightly better, of course, or I would say just really better because you don't have to, you know, get the boost again. And, you know, overall, you don't have to touch the ground. It's just, you know, it's just way more better to have the MK2 version. But if you're a bit of an OG, you probably already have this. And I would say if you're up to the MK1, you know, what you got to do, I would say go ahead and buy it. It's not too bad of a vehicle. Just know that you got to land the vehicle if you want to get the boost back. And you also have to do some bunker research if you want to get the missiles unlocked. But other than that, I mean, the MK1's a pretty solid vehicle. So if you don't have it, probably check it out. It's up to you though, of course. Then we got the Ruiner 2000, another fun vehicle. I would say probably save your money when it comes to this. I'm pretty sure you're also going to need one of the vehicle warehouses. So if you don't already have that, then this isn't going to be really useful to you at all. But it's a pretty fun vehicle, so it's up to you if you want to check it out. But I'll probably say save your money when it comes to this. And then after that, we have 2 of the most expensive vehicles probably in GTA Online, and that is the Luxor Deluxe and the Swift Deluxe. Save your money. All right, I think everybody knows that at this point. There's no point in buying the Luxor Deluxe. You can get it for free basically at the airport. You know, obviously it's a different color, but it's the same thing. It goes the same speed. There's no point of wasting, $6 million on this. Just go to the airport, steal it, just have fun with your friends. It's the same exact thing. And then it's pretty much the same thing for the Swift Deluxe. There's no point of wasting money on that either. And as for the regular Swift, don't waste your money on that. Just either get like a Buzzard or a Sparrow or just another type of heli. These helicopters that they have right here are pretty expensive, and there's really no point of even trying to look at them to buy it. Just skip over them and just go to something that's actually more useful and more cheaper. Then we got the Luxor. This is the exact plane that's actually at the airports. There is no point of getting this. All right, like I said earlier, it spawns there, so just pick it up and use it. So don't waste some money on that. And then for some cars, we have 3 of the recent vehicles that released with the Criminal Enterprises DLC, and that's the SM722, the Tiro XO, and the LM87. Keep in mind the LM87 is a 1-seater, but it does go pretty fast. And the Tiro XO and the SM722 are pretty similar, I would say, in speed. I would say that the Tiro XO is slightly better, but it's really up to you when it comes to preference. But these are some pretty good cars, so I'd recommend checking out. And then for the EGT, that's not really part of the Black Friday sales. They're actually going to be going on all week, so if you want to check that vehicle out, you can as well. And then for one of these service vehicles, we have the Avenger. This one is pretty good. It's basically a flying MOC, and it can be pretty useful for some instances, especially with the recent updates to it, where you can actually customize any vehicle you want inside of it that at least could fit. So I would say it's a pretty good one. If you have the MOC though, and you're not, really rich, or you don't have that much money, then I would probably say don't waste your time buying this, but it's not too bad though. But if you're looking to buy an Avenger or MOC, I'd probably go for the Avenger because it is slightly better than it. But overall though, it's pretty similar to the MOC, so it's not that much of a huge difference, but it's really up to you which one you want to pick. But I would say though, the Avenger is a pretty good vehicle. And then lastly, we got the casino penthouse decorations. This is going to be up to you. It's really just preference if you like them or not. But I would say if you're looking to, get some new decorations in your penthouse, if you have it, then this is definitely the time to get it. And I would say if you don't have a penthouse, don't buy a penthouse for decorations, because the penthouse doesn't give you any money. It's just a place to have fun. It's kind of just like the yacht, a place to show off, have fun, relax, whatever. But don't waste your time buying a penthouse for decorations that are a discount. All right, if you have the penthouse, go ahead and buy it. But other than that, just save your money and buy something else. And then as for the other discounts, I already talked about those in my event week video. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. Overall, I would say this week's discounts that are going to be lasting until next Wednesday are pretty good. So those are some other ones that I would say go ahead and check those out and buy them if you're interested. But overall, yeah, I would say that the discounts that we have for Black Friday this year aren't too bad, really. I would say though, I wish Rockstar had a bit more on the businesses. It really could have helped out a lot of players. But when it comes to some of the vehicles that I was going over, these can be also helpful as well. So definitely go ahead and take a look. And then as for the real life, of course, Rockstar is having their Rockstar game sale, where pretty much like every single title they ever released is on discount. So that goes for like the recent trilogy, RDR2, GTA 5. So if you want to look at any of those, go ahead. I would say especially for RDR2, because on many sites it is actually only around $17, which is definitely a steal. If you've never played RDR2, or if you're looking to get it, this is definitely the time to get it. GTA 5 I think is probably like around $10 to $15, and then there's some of the older titles like GTA 4, Max Payne 3, Manhunt, Bully, all that's on discount. So if you want to play some of the older ones, this is the time to get it. So I would say have fun, look around, see what discounts you like. But that's all for this video though. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to see more, then make sure to subscribe and put up post notifications. We got tons of videos coming out pretty soon. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.